I was at I was at least hoping Mike and Paul would show up. They haven't showed up in months.
I guess it would be 8.
What's the name of the room?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Boop, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. All right, you got me on Discord.
I was gonna say.
Oh, look, there it is. There you go. I sent you a friend invite. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do one of us read it out loud? Do we just read it in silence?
However you want.
Kaz, what would you prefer?
I'm just reading it out.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. As a commander, you are leading an army to war. Your goal is to either wipe out the enemy troops from the battlefield or exhaust their army in hand. Who will be the last one standing? Obviously me.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. All right.
Strong
Man's
words
gonna
from
cast
a strong
Uber
man.
driver on me.
Setup. Players position themselves on opposing sides across the field. Each player selects one commander and 16 troops to constitute their army. A coin flip decides the first turn. The player who wins the coin flip chooses who will go first. The player that goes first will deploy their commander and 4 squads anywhere within their safe zone. The remaining cards are now considered as their army and are placed into your hand. The second player will now complete setup steps 1 through 4. The first player's turn begins when the second player has completed their setup.
Oh.
How to play. Each turn, a player can perform 3 actions. Actions a player can take on their turn: attack/protect, choose any adjacent space and attack an enemy squad or protect a friendly squad once. The respective stat shows the maximum times this action can be performed in a turn. Move. Units can move the number of spaces as indicated by their move stat once per turn. Deploy. Only if there are 4 or less squads. Place squad from your army in your safe zone. If a player doesn't fulfill the squad stat with the max troops, they can choose to deploy an incomplete squad. Keep in mind that units deployed in this turn can't perform any actions. Use a commander or unit's ability. Okay.
Hmm.
freaking out.
Alex, I sent you a message then.
Oi,
I see.
stop that. Action stone. Once per game, use a free action. How to win. A player wins if their opponent has either no troops left on the field, no army remaining in their hands. Reference. Field. A 5-row by 7-column grid comprising the spaces where units reside. Units. Any player-controlled card on the field. Commander. A unique named unit. When attacked, a troop from the target commander's army is randomly sent to the graveyard. Each player can have only one commander. Troops. A group of units with a specific class and race. Class/race. A troop specialization. Squad. A maximum number of identical classes equal to the squad stat of the troop leader. Troop leader. The top troop of a squad. Army. The player's hand of cards. Graveyard. The place where attack troops are sent. Deploy. The act of placing units on the field. Safe zone. The first 2 field rows closest to the player. Stats. These include squad, attack/recover, and move. Squad. Attack. Army. Target the space and deal 1 damage to targeted space. Damage. Amount of units removed from the squad. Hit. Successfully damaging. Protect. Declare adjacent unit and negate 1 damage upon them for a turn. Heal. Reserves to squad. Recover graveyard to hand. Revive graveyard to squad. Ability. Unit-specific skill costing 1 action. Passive ability. Skill that is always active. And I'm assuming this is the last one. Deploy. Hand to field. Squad on your side of the field. Hidden. Squad is placed face down and its stats are temporarily attack are 1 and distance of 1. Revealed. On your turn, use 1 free action to flip one of your squads face up, or when on a targeted space, immediately flip the targeted squad's face up. Token. Does not affect squad size. Tokens are discarded with the squad they are attached to. Flanking. Left and right of the space. Entering squads that are new to a space. Leaving squads that are exiting a space they were previously in. Okay. I might have gotten a little jumbled myself, so it'll take me some learning to.
Right now it's a little bit like just rules heavy, just like textual. Everything will explain itself. You can just leave it on the table here. I'm gonna have you guys battle it out. The reference list that you went through really just allows you to answer any questions that are going to come up, but we'll help guide you through if there's any major concerns. But so to start off, were you able to pick up how you get started?
Well, I'm over here. Kaz is over there.
Okay.
Coins all over the board.
No Man's Land? Did we go over that? Or wait, no. There's two separate boards, I just realized.
Yeah, there's 2 separate boards. Sorry about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I felt like that was going to make it a little bit more confusing.
Well, I set those up.
Do you have to do that for 4 people, right?
For what?
Oh, I mean, there's 4 people. There's 4 of us, I guess. Did you set it up for 4 or?
Yeah.
All right, so we just select a commander in 16 units. They are already pre-made. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't. For right now, we're not going to mix like commanders and their armies together. So just pick a commander that calls out to you. These are there is 1, 2, 3, 8 armies.
Basically, pick a deck.
Yeah.
Pick a deck.
Pick a card, any card. So it seems different than it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a lot different.
Oh yeah. A lot, yeah. There's a lot more now.
Did we reference? Okay, yeah, we did.
So I'm actually just going to pick one by random, partially to see how it plays, but also because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
There's one that said War Chief Rexar. I kind of like
So just for this first game, I am going to disallow the woodlands just because they're a little bit more advanced. They just add a few extra steps. Everybody else is really straightforward though. Just for keeping it simple. If you want to play them next round, I'm totally okay with that. I just wanted to make sure that these guys don't throw you off your game too hard.
Yep, there's 4 races: humans, woodwinds, lizards, and goblins.
Yeah.
And two commanders for each.
Okay, so it looks like we have a lizard army fighting a goblins army.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right.
Okay, so the setup is players position themselves on opposite sides across the field. You've already done that.
Okay.
We gotta decide who goes first.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta do a coin flip.
All right. Call it in the
500 coins.
Call it in the air.
Tails.
So the coins right now also represent your stone, the actual terminology, your action stone. If it's heads, it means you haven't used it. If it's tails, it means you've used it up. It's just a free action. You can use that at any point, but it just gives you a little bonus. But once it's gone, it's gone. There's no way to get it back.
Okay, so deploy commander and 4 squads.
And it says the player goes. Wait. The player who wins the coin flip chooses who will go first. So I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll
you're
go
choosing
first.
You to go first. Okay.
Let's see.
That's the only thing I've never liked about coin flips is
that one.
I always get caught up on like who says like I always felt like coin flips themselves. You have to figure out like who's gonna call what and who has the advantage there. Like that's why I've always liked dice rolls better. I mean, in this case, it doesn't matter. But like I've always liked dice rolls better because 2 people roll a dice, highest number wins. Coin flip, it's like, well, so who's gonna call first? Should I call or you call? Like you almost have to decide who's gonna decide.
One of each kind.
It always feels like there's like an extra step.
It doesn't work too much with. Oh.
Maybe it's just me, but I've always felt like the person flipping the coin lets the other person call it. That's
Interesting.
usually how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe that's just something I've seen, and maybe it's not actually the common.
No, it might be. I don't know. I've never. Again, is there rules on coin flipping written down in some charter from 1600s peasant France? Like
peasant France.
Yeah, you know.
Peasant France. I don't know what that is, but
People
that's amazing.
who are from France are all peasants.
All right, you can go, Stu.
I guess we know what his true colors are. What he thinks of France.
Peasants.
Thinks of the French.
No, it's only the peasants who play with coins, though.
Only the peasants play for coins.
Yeah. The nobles don't just flip.
The bourgeoisie
flip
are
coins.
immune.
Yeah.
The bourgeois.
The player that goes first will deploy the commander and 4 squads. Okay, I need to figure out what a squad is. This is what's confusing me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Squad. A maximum number of identical classes equal to the squad stat of the troop leader.
Basically, like, since say Jamjar Red Cap, he has 1 squad, I can only have 1 of each type, from what I'm understanding.
Where's Jamjar?
Yeah, the commander. Right here. Jamjar Red Cap.
Oh, okay. So I could only have a squad of 1 type. Wait, is that... Oh, so you could... Okay, wait. A maximum number of identical classes equal to the squad stat of the troop leader. So you couldn't have multiple rogues. You can only have 1 rogue. Is that right?
That's what I'm understanding.
Oh yeah, they're not intervening. That is what makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to reword.
Because like each one has a class, like Drum Caller of the Goblins, Scout of the Goblins, Mercenary, and Shifter. So from my understanding of the wording is we can only have 1 each of these as per the squad stat. Let's see.
In that case, okay, so I put my chief down first.
Ye, your war chief Rexer.
No, I don't think that's right. Because if you look at the other units, like this is saying squad 2, squad 2, squad 2, squad 2, squad 3. Is it just because it's a commander? Is that why? I'm guessing that's why.
So.
Okay, so I could have 3
number of
priests.
identical classes equal to the squad stat. Unique unit when attack troop from the targeted commander's army is randomly sent to the graveyard. Each player can have only 1 commander.
So I think that's
Commander is
it.
not
I
a
think
troop or a squad. Group
so.
of
You could
units
have
with a class.
So you could have multiple rogues. You could have multiple priests, depending. Okay, I see now. I see. Took me a second to figure it out, but I get it now. So you would only be able to have 1 mage, 2 rogues, 4 warriors, 3 priests.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. It's all starting to connect now. In that case.
Yeah.
Now here's what a troop leader, the top troop of a squad. What does that mean? Maximum number of identical classes equal to the squad stat of the troop. Equal to the squad stat of the troop leader?
Maybe it's like the main card of that squad.
Troops. A group of units with a specific class and race.
Yeah.
Troop specialization.
Maximum number of identical classes equal to squad stat. Top troop of a squad, the player's hand of cards. Okay.
All right, I'm just because I feel like maybe I'm the one who's getting too caught up on nitpicky stuff. What I'm just gonna assume is we're allowed as many units as. Well, no, that doesn't. No, I guess it does. Does it?
We can have up to 4 at a time, 4 squads. And the squad stat is however many identical ones you can have of that. Okay, so like
Were you saying we can have
mercenary.
4 squads?
Only if there are 4 or less squads, place squad from your army on your safe zone, which is when you can deploy.
I'm going to jump in really quick just to help you guys out. Thank you again for walking through this. This is very helpful. There is one element you guys are missing, and that is you are allowed to stack your squads. A squad is a group of classes, essentially, a group of units. And so, for example, a squad of rogues would be 2 rogues, one stacked on top of the other.
Oh, okay.
And you can stack as many as you want. The one on the very top, as many as you want up to the amount of the squad. So the rogue is a squad
I
2.
could go like that.
Yeah. Yep. But you can't have more because that's squad limit.
But we could have. So we could have multiple. Can we have multiple mages on the field?
Yes.
Just not stacked?
Correct.
So yes.
Okay.
But you are limited to the 4 squads.
Okay, so you can only have 4 squads. Got it.
So yeah, theoretically, if you wanted to, you could have 4 mages, but that would be your.
But yeah, I think that was the major one that you guys were missing. You guys were doing everything right so far, so keep going.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, yes, because when you attack them, they take 1 damage, so you move 1, and it would go into the graveyard. Or like how the swarm is when it's damaged, it splits into 2 squads. Ah. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. The squad is the stack.
Okay.
So you can have 4 troops. Okay. But since you only got 1 commander, only they can stack once. Okay. I get it.
Okie doke. It almost kind of feels like you took that mistake that we made last time and turned it into a mechanic.
Not sure which one you're referring to.
Where we were basically playing with the units underneath were the health.
Yes, that is what it is now.
He's saying that before it was something that they had done wrong, but no. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because I think the last time I played this, I don't believe Kaz was in the server at that time. I played with another person, but we played it as if the units underneath the top card were the health of that.
Mm-hmm. It's still like that. Yep. It's just been more streamlined.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is there friendly fire in this game?
I would think no. Because let's see, your fire dancer, your heat ward has enemy squads. When entering, they take a damage. Yeah, I'd say there's no friendly fire. That would complicate things.
Okay. Okay. So you said you were going first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess the move stat is the distance stat.
Sorry.
Let's see.
What, flanking? Where's flanking? Oh, okay, left and right.
Okay. So we protect, move, deploy. Okay. And there. View there. And gonna move. Commander. 2 spaces. And I'm gonna have my mage attack your mage.
Hold on a second. I feel like you're over. You're doing a few
Like
too
a
many
shoe.
actions there.
Like you like shoes.
It's like, here, let me just attack with everything and move everything. Each turn, a player can perform 3 actions.
3 actions.
You're just like, I'm just gonna proceed with everything.
I did not notice that.
Trying
Leave
to
me and my
cheat
dumb brain
already.
alone. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! We all cheat.
And for my first attack, the driver.
Okay, so move you, and move you. Yeet.
Okay.
Okay. TP.
Move. Units can move the number of spaces indicated by the move stat. Can move number of spaces as indicated by their distance stat. Because
Yeah.
unless I'm missing something, there is no move stat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah,
See
that was wordage that we've updated.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm gonna move this back,
Oh,
and then I'm going to attack. So I will deal a damage to your mage, and a damage to your warrior.
so my mage is dead. My warrior takes a damage. And
Hold up. Hold up. What are you
Fuck.
doing there?
There it goes. The passive.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. I forgot about that. Hmm. Interesting.
Ho ho ho.
Well, I'll just have to do this. I'm going to move. I'm going to use my free action. I'm going to do what? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Time out.
Hold.
Stab it. I think I broke the rules. Oh, wait. No, that's just
Yes,
one
you
action.
did.
Never mind.
One action was move.
Yeah, you
One
moved.
action was an attack.
I was correct.
And your third action is that move.
Well, shoot.
Yeah.
I was gonna do something. I thought it was clever, but
Well, no, you. So you're. So Alex, he technically said everything correctly, but does he know that he did that?
I thought I did a cool thing, but I don't think I did.
So yeah.
So here's my question: is Wild Swings a passive?
Doesn't say passive.
No, it doesn't.
So you moved
Damage on
once,
squad.
attacked once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this here. What's a
And then he
passive?
moved again.
Skill that is always active.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Okay, the priest. Let's take a look at the priest real quick. My priest. This is very clearly a passive. Enemy squads take 1 damage when entering 1 space adjacent of this squad. That is very clearly a passive.
Yeah, its description is solely saying it's passive.
Damage 2 squads flanking your target.
That sounds more like an active.
Okay. So Wild Swing, the way I'm reading it, I might be cheating, not intentionally, but the way I'm reading it, damage 2 squads flanking your target when you basic attack. If I attack, which is what I'm doing with my free action, that would surmise that I am in fact activating this. Because then otherwise, what that would mean is I would have to be both using an action to attack and using an action to activate that ability. Which would be that would make some sense, being that it is a very strong ability, but it also doesn't make a whole lot of sense when the mage is, well, I guess it could make sense, because this is a much healthier unit, whereas the mage is just a range attack, so I guess that would make sense to be cheaper. I don't know, the way that I'm reading it right now, damage 2 squads flanking your target when you basic attack. When you basic attack is what I'm focusing most on. It doesn't say activate when you basic attack. It says when you basic attack. So I'm assuming that this just happens.
James, do you want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, he's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have noted that is something that needs clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you were asking about friendly fire?
To an extent. If there were friendly fire, which now that I'm reading the rules back, because it very clearly states dealing damage to spaces, so I think there is actually friendly fire.
And the flanking is when it's...
Well, it's flanking...
Flanking is left and right of the space, but it says flanking your target.
Yes, your target.
So does that mean it's that means it's a fucking AoE attack?
Yes.
Yo.
I think that's the gimmick of this deck, which is really bad for you. I just realized
Jesus.
You picked the deck that got hard countered by mine.
So your attack would kill this fucko.
And then it would split.
Damage this fucko. Oh, and because of his own ability, because it can't split, he fucking dies.
Now here's one thing. I will say yes, I think it does. Damage 2 squads.
When damage split this squad in 2 squads, if you're unable to split, the squad is sent to the graveyard.
Well, here's the thing. Now we're getting really nitpicky. Right? I think this ability is worded poorly. I think it should say, because then you just take 2 even so right now my warrior, it does 2 attack, which I'm assuming is damage. Let me look it up. Attack.
Yeah, the attack is the damage.
Target a space and deal. No. That's how many times this thing can attack per turn.
Oh Jesus.
What? So it would be 1 damage. So it's 1 damage regardless. So it isn't taking 2 damage, it's taking 1 damage. Here's my question. Even though it technically has a health left, would it just be dead for no reason? I feel like the wording on that ability is strange. When damaged,
split this squad into 2 squads. If you're unable to split the squad is sent to the graveyard.
If you are unable to split the squad is... So it definitely, I think it should be reworded differently. I'm going to go against what Alex probably wants, and I'm going to play it the way I think it should be played. And I'm going to say, no, this is not dead, because for it to die...
So based on its wording, instead of it had the 2, it gets hit, it would just split.
Well, so it still takes that 1 damage, so it would still be down to 1 health, but I don't think it should die from taking damage.
Yeah, I think it should be more of, when damaged, if able to, split this squad into 2 squads.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I think we've been reading it wrong. That, or maybe it just needs more. I think the way the ability is supposed to be, again, we're getting really nitpicky. I can't help it. I really like getting nitpicky. I think the way it's supposed to be, I don't think you were supposed to take damage at all. I think the point of the ability, instead of taking damage, I think the squad just splits. I think that's how, because then it makes sense. 'Cause then
Okay,
it splits into two.
so if we go by that, the wording should be when attacked, split into 2 squads.
Yes. When attacked, split into 2 squads. And then if attacked and it can't split. So right now it's oh yeah, so yes, you would be correct. It wouldn't be dead, it would split. You're right.
Yeah.
So you still have 2 units on the board now.
Yeah, that wording makes much more sense when attacked, split into 2.
Okay.
Saying when damaged means it's like after the fact.
Right. So yeah. Well, I made you lose a unit for no reason. My bad. I have no idea where we were before that. I'm gonna say it's your turn right now because I've used all my actions and my free action.
So just to replay what the turn looked like, it's you had mage, mage hit or you retreated, then you shot the warrior split, then you used your warrior, moved your warrior up, and then attacked.
So he technically used his free action.
Have you used your free action yet?
Yeah. I used my free action to attack.
So basically he did four actions this turn using his free action.
Yeah.
So.
And this warrior had 4 health. Okay. So
yeah, it had 4 health. It took a hit, split, took a hit, split.
So
yes, my mage is dead. He hit, split off. He hit again, split, killed one of them.
In so each you should still your mage would be dead, but your warrior.
Yeah, my warrior should still have like should still have 2 units then if we go by that.
Your warrior would be split into 4 now.
No, it was 4. It split once, then you attacked again.
So if it was like this and Stu's attacking right now, so you would split again.
Yes. So it would split and split.
Oh, that's
Jesus fuck. Okay, now that we reworked that is an intimidating strategy.
So
holy shit.
So now I'm gonna be a dick and go by technicality rules. So your unit, by splitting, entered a space adjacent to my priest.
Yes, which would have killed it immediately.
Yay. Technicality.
Yeah, that makes. Yeah, that makes sense because it entered the space by splitting. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, squads that are new to a space. Dead.
Also, I'm realizing the priest might be a little bit of. Well, we'll see. Let's just say you have to kill my priest without using one of these units.
Yeah.
Or a range.
Since I have all these on me. Oh fuck. Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, so it does. Hold on. So this one says passive. Does that mean this isn't a passive? I'm so confused now. Oh no.
Now I would still think that would be a passive because it says
this says passive too.
Attack.
These all say passive.
So Alex, I do think we need to jump in because I think some of these are literally just
flavor text.
Both of them are passives. Alex didn't label the priest one as a passive.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I was like looking in the records too, and I was like, wait, is that a passive?
Yeah. It just didn't get labeled correctly. Yeah. That wasn't a. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is a passive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me throw that back in. But yeah, this priest
Giving
is
me a midlife crisis.
Okay. Okay. I got it. All right, so it's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have an action and have my warrior attack your warrior.
No.
He has an attack of 2, so you take 2 damage.
Remember, that's not how it works.
Or is it attack twice?
Yeah. So
No, it
that's
says
the
damage is the amount of units removed from the squad.
right.
And
However,
the
if you
attack
look at-
stat is 2.
But if you look at the attack, remember, target a space and deal 1 damage to a targeted space.
Yeah, damage is amount of units removed from the squad.
Right. But that would be 1. Attack is just saying how many times a unit can attack.
Then what the hell is the damage stat?
for right now, damage is just 1. I think in the ruling it should say just 1 damage.
So technically all damage is 1.
Yeah.
The early stages of game.
Thank you.
Okay, so he attacks your warrior. You take a damage.
Owie. You gonna come to my turf? Gonna mess with me? Come on, do it! Do it! I dare you!
Alright, I'll move him and then spend the other action to attack your commander.
Okay. Well, that guy's gonna die now, so.
You have sealed your fate.
Okay, your turn.
Actually, oh yeah, that was 3 actions, because you attacked once,
Yep.
moved, then attacked once. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah! Alright, well, I'm gonna attack your warrior across from my mage.
He go boom.
I'm gonna bitch slap your warrior across from my commander. Get that shit out of here.
He go boom.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna slap your other warrior.
He go boom.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
There is a slight deficit. Oh, okay.
So I'll bring a new rogue stack.
Can you make a full? I don't think you can make a.
You can deploy a full or let's see.
Oh, only
Yeah.
if they're okay. Gotcha. Yep. Third.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my free action to activate my commander's ability of when a squad is deployed, they can immediately fucking move.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to move him over here. Now use an actual action to move you back. Move you over. And move you forward. And then I end.
You did 4 actions again.
The Goblin Commander was the free action, which is his ability to move a squad when it's deployed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but deploying is still an action.
Yeah, but squads can move as a free action when deployed.
Right, but didn't you move this?
Oh
as well?
Okay, so I'll move you back there.
I was gonna say you moved 3 units there plus deploy.
Gobbling these nuts, bitch. Your turn.
Okay. Man, this is real awkward. I have to, and you're pulling me into your territory. I don't like it. Move my warrior over.
1.
Move my mage over.
2.
And then move my priest up.
You're being stealthy, sneaksy.
Nasty hobbitses. All right. I end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Move up. Move up. I dare you. Move up.
So I can deploy a mage.
Now be careful. Using up all those units.
Well, I mean, if either your field is emptied or your hand is emptied, is how you lose.
That's why I'm
Then I
saying
gotta move.
your hand's getting kind of thin.
Let's see, wait, I gotta read this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move him over here. And instead of him taking the damage, because the passive, my drum caller takes damage.
Oh. That's
And for my
pretty
third and
sneaky.
final action, I attack your priest.
Getting rid of the big threat, eh? Okay, I see you. I see you.
And now it's your turn.
All right. All right. We're in a bit of a pickle.
We're staring each other down.
Well, I'm gonna move my mage up. I'm gonna move my warrior up, and then I'm gonna slap your mage.
My mage got poof.
Then it is your turn. Good sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna have the rogue attack your mage.
Be my priest?
Your priest.
I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he can move 2 spaces, so I move him up. And then up. And then slap your warrior in the butt cheeks.
Okie doke.
And it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna move my priest over 1. And move my mage over 1. And gonna zap you.
And you get the zappy.
And it is your turn again, good sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my priest over.
Clever.
And then I'm gonna move the rogue over. And the priest takes the damage from that. And then the rogue attacks your priest.
Shirt.
And I end. Ha ha. Threat
think you're
neutralized.
So sneaky, so clever. All right. Suicide bomber time.
Oh no.
I am going to swipe.
Oh no, you hit my commander. And my priest. My priest go dead. And I lose a random damage.
And then, because I can attack again, I'm going to slap again.
Oh no.
Your turn. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna know?
Okay, so gonna have my rogue attack your warrior. My commander attack your warrior. And retreat.
Retreat!
Tactical retreats. Your turn.
Move my mage over once. Pew!
Oh no. I miscalculated this. Oh shit.
Mistakes were made. I don't want to get close because that can gank my mage.
Yeah, that's the threat right there.
I moved
come
my
in and
mage and I shot.
booty smack.
I could deploy, but that would be kind of risky.
It's the risk versus reward debate.
I think I'll just... That can move twice as well. Shirt. If I'm here, I'm safe. If not, I'm not safe. And I have to perform a third action. All right. I'll just move my commander up.
Oh.
And that'll be my third action. It is your turn. I just gotta slap your commander once and it's over.
Yeah.
Can you play around my entire hand and my 2 mages?
The worst thing is, I don't want to get near your commander.
Exactly. It's the perfect setup.
Because your attack is everything around you. Your attack range is yes. I'd only be able to attack a single fucking time by running in and running out.
Yeah. It says adjacent.
Yeah, that's forward and to the sides, which is everywhere where you can attack from.
Yep.
So all I can do is just go up here, smack a bitch.
Ow. I guess I'll get rid of one of these.
And then cowardly back away.
Also, I forgot. I should have moved twice with my commander. Oh well, that's on me.
It's your turn.
Well, now that I know I'm supposed to move twice. 1, 2.
Skin a marinky dink, skin a marinky doo. Shit.
Well played, well played.
And as per the rules, that's game.
All right, now I get to come to your house and slap you, right? Or are we not playing by Texan rules?
No, you have to play 37 more times before you get to slap them.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what the playtesters are for, right?
All right, cuz round 2.
37 is the slapping. So what did you guys think so far? What did you guys think?
I liked it a lot better than the previous one, and not just because I won. I genuinely think it was. First off, the units felt more interesting. I can't remember what the previous ones were, but these felt a lot more interesting. There's definitely some tweaking that needs to be made because I felt like I was at a huge advantage over him, and not even because I was trying to. Like I said, I picked a random deck.
You know what's funny though is I just want to jump in and say that he actually had the win.
The win. Yeah.
Who, Kaz?
So you're not wrong. The lizards kind of they are very much AoE. They are AoE focused, while the goblins are all about swarming. So theoretically, they do have a mechanical advantage over the goblins, but it doesn't net 100% net you the win. What happened was a problem with it's literally just wording. Free action is, and I think just because of how Alex had worded some of the cards versus the new stuff that we had added. A free action is an action you can take that doesn't take cost one of your 3. And the stone gives you an additional free action that you can use at once per game.
So you can use a free action at any point.
So you can basically, if the card says you have a free action, you can use that as a free action. It doesn't count towards the limit, and it doesn't use up your token. But the token just gives you a random free action.
So if I knew that, I could have been splitting my rogues and just throwing them at him.
And the rogue can move 2 spaces. So
it was just, I could have just ran blitz right to his commander and just started smacking him.
Yeah, and remember, something else that you got, and it's something you guys did correctly, but you didn't fully realize the power of for the goblins. You choose where the split happens.
So basically, when he attacked one of my guys, I could have just threw him right into his territory and been like, "Hello."
Or you could have moved it back out of the way so it didn't take another hit. Like you choose.
Okay.
Now the base one has to stay put, but the second one, the split
can go forward, backwards, left, right,
anywhere you want. You split it off.
That's.
And same thing for the rogue. The rogue, when it splits, we wanted to give the goblins a swarm feeling, right? So because goblins swarm, right? Multiple goblins, running in there and whatnot. And you kill one goblin warrior, 2 show up. You know what I mean? You kill another goblin warrior, now 3, almost like a Hydra effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the warriors can't control it, right? If they get hit, they split. Nothing, they
don't decide when they split, but they do decide where they split to.
They do, They can decide where they split, but they don't decide when. So they're tankier, but they can't control when they get to a mass. The rogues are weaker, but they can choose when to become 2 units.
Yeah.
At any point you decide. Something I really liked about what you were doing with the Lizardman faction, you played all of them correctly. You didn't make
that's a scary faction.
And they are, and yes, they are. And one of the things I also love is that one of the scariest cards is the priest, and he's not an attacker. He can't physically attack you, but he's an AoE that you have to always be, his movement becomes a threat where you have to work around.
You got to be mindful of it.
Yeah, but you pulled a combo off that I thought was super cool, where you moved your rogue in front of the priest, but instead of taking the damage for the priest, you had the goblin priest in the back take the damage, And then that was such a cool. I was in the back, like trying not to freaking scream my head off. That was such a cool move. It was so cool. Also,
it's
like
great combo throwing it with a tanky unit or a unit that can move a lot.
Yeah, and the lizard men are very go in. Like when you're like, do I attack? Does it attack everything? Does it hit everything? And I'm like, yes, it does. Yes. Does it get it? He goes, yeah, I think it gets everything. I'm like, yes, it does. Hit them all. Hit everything. Like, we wanted
him to death.
I wanted the lizard men to be played like, so
the aggressive, in your face.
I wanted them to be a combination of both passive and aggressive, right? Where the mages kind of punish you for moving in because the second you step in their range, they're going to blast you. The priests are defensive units that are damaging, right? And then the warriors are the ones that, the warriors go in. But also the rogues they're like the rogues are kind of like the mage. I don't think did you have a rogue lizard out?
I don't think I used.
I don't think you did. I don't think you used that.
No, he used the mage.
You used the mages, but you were using the mages. And the mages are kind of like buffed up versions of the rogue. But the rogues
the rogues are really flimsy, but they hit harder, I think.
No, reverse that. The mages are flimsy, but they hit harder because
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah. But the rogue has better movement, but can only hit one object from range. So one character from range. But no, that was amazing. Oh my god! Like as a game designer, watching you guys play that was so much fun. Like, also something that got me originally, like even from the beginning, before the game even started, when you said, "Oh, Rexar, that sounds cool," that's what I want. I want somebody to look at the name and eventually the actual like art and go, that sounds cool. That looks cool. I want to play that, and then have fun doing it. Do you want to see Rexar?
Yeah.
You want to see him? What he actually looks like?
Yes.
Because he's one of the few people that's actually close enough to completion that like I'm happy enough showing it. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Because Rexar just sounds like he's gonna fuck your shit.
Yes, very much so.
And the goblins they got very goblin names. I just love that.
Yeah.
Blue Heath and Red Cap. Just I love when people use like goblin-esque names. I gotta say.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say, even if you included like some temporary MS Paint artwork, like, because right now looking at, obviously I know it's a prototype, but even looking at like blank templates is kind of
it's hard. And me and Alex have been talking about that. And that's something we need.
Just a lizard man holding an axe drawn in MS Paint.
We'll just go into Google Images and get a bunch of like weird ass.
Just an actual lizard, like an actual like anatomically correct lizard.
Just a picture of a chameleon holding one of those toy Lego axes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me see.
I mean, that's what I did for one of my prototypes back then. I just added a bunch of animals. One of them was, I can't remember what it was. Alex, what did I call the moose one?
I have no idea. This was like the early like magic version of Empsicos.
Alex is just like, nobody cares.
No, I'm just like, that was so many versions ago, I don't remember.
So he doesn't have his weapon yet, but that's what it. Actually, that's not it. That's he actually has armor too. He has armor, but that's one of the starting images of him. He actually has a prosthetic metal claw hand, which is pretty cool. So
nice.
But yeah, he doesn't have the weapon yet. The weapons are still being made. But yeah, that's Rexar. That's what he looks like right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I also, so because of the differences between the free action, something you didn't realize about the goblins too is that when you deployed, Jamar Redcap is you can move for free.
So it's not like how we thought, where it used the coin for the red action. It's just
I didn't know that was.
Anytime you deploy, that unit can move automatically.
Yeah, I didn't know that you guys were getting stumped on the coin, the free action coin.
Well, and that was even a recent addition. So like, you know what I mean? Like Alex, like that the coin was a recent addition that we never like corrected the other wording to make sure a differentiate between the new free action and what we had already called a free action.
Well, it gives you a free action. You just have a passive free action you can utilize at any point. But every like free action is just an action that doesn't cost you anything. But defining that better will be something we can do.
I think for like the coin or rock, whatever you're gonna go with in the final product, it should be like extra action.
Yeah, that might be nice too. Yeah, just and I agree. Like having a word that just is different than free action, like so that they know the difference between an action that a card can do for free and the big, like we want, like the token is very much, we wanted something that like, hey, you have this thing that can help swing a game into your favor. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you'll win. It just might give you that edge up that you need, or might help you make an early aggressive play or a better defensive play, or you know, something like that. So, but yeah. Do you guys want to play again?
My cutoff time is 9 o'clock.
Yeah, his cutoff time.
So,
9.
Okay, are you going to be available next week?
Yeah.
Okay, I will be on next week. Alex and I are pretty much on every week. I'm not going to speak for Kaz, but I will be on. So if Alex and
I'm on whenever I can.
I have been here for 56 weeks.
Please help! I can't get out.
But yes, I would be more than happy to help you playtest again next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back in order, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut it off.
The fuck is sleep?
I don't know. I think it's a flavor.
Responsibility.
But yeah, that was fun. That was fun though.
So the other, and again, that was 2 of the races. Not only was that just 2 out of the 4 races, but that was 2 out of the 8 commanders, each with their own. Every commander has a unique ability that is gonna, like, and again, the cool thing is the way you set up, what unit you're using, what commander you're using is gonna change. Can change anything about how you play.
While I have your guys' attention before you head off, what is one thing that you really liked about this? We'll start with Kazuma and then go over to Stu.
Well, I liked the whole tactical aspect of the game. Positioning your units and moving them. It's just, that part is really working out for it.
Okay. Stu?
So this was not something I did, but obviously, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name. Jason?
James.
Oh, James. Yeah.
This was not something I did. However, I would love to see more of it. Was the, I guess not comboing, but the shit. What's it called? It's not non-conventional.
Synergy.
The synergies.
It's not synergy either. The
collaboration.
Constipation.
That's what happened right now.
Brain constipation.
What's it called when you do something that you weren't expecting?
Unexpected?
Shit. Whatever.
Spanish Inquisition?
What Kaz did earlier, where he used the
when I used the priest ability to
counteract
my rogue.
my priest. That is something I would love to see more of. Just using these abilities in unconventional ways. Basically, in my opinion, the more open you can make an ability, the less specific you can get on details. Because the more specific you are, obviously, it makes it harder to break the game. So what I would say is make an ability as broad as you can get it without breaking the game, in the same way that the Goblin Priest was very broad. Because when I saw him do that, I gotta admit, I kinda grinned a little bit. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. So that would be my suggestion: is try to make abilities not too specific, because those are the most fun abilities. Like all the stuff that, and when you explain the goblins to us, those seem like very open
I know,
abilities. I'd
it's
actually
like
like to.
shit. I could have done so much more with them.
Wait till you're gonna like the woodwind. You're really gonna like the woodwinds.
But to double back, when you guys were talking about synergy, do that also. Any way you can find synergy. But I do think that having open abilities will lead into synergy.
Yeah, you're gonna like the woodwinds. He's really gonna like the woodwind.
Where woodwinds?
They're the bottom ones.
Yeah, the woodwinds have a flip mechanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see that.
They start all face down, where they're basically all their stats are basically 1. They can move 1 space, they can attack 1. When they flip over is when they start getting their abilities. And their abilities are very simple, but have a variety of, I 100% get it, of ways to to use them and whatnot. And yeah, it's, and then the commanders, obviously, and there's 2 different commanders, so each commander is going to change how those play out too. So yeah, you're real. But every woodwind can only be 2. Only has basically a health of 2 or a squad size of 2.
One other question I had, from too long to too short, like if you were to scale this 1 to 10, too long being way too long, like the game never ended, and too short being like, oh, we played 1 round and it finished. Where do you think that like this game falls?
So for when we started, I don't think we started exactly at 7. I think it was more like 7:30 or 7:40, something around there.
7:46. Yep.
Yeah. I personally actually really liked the length of this game. Like,
oh yeah,
even because the thing is, we were being kind of, well, I guess
idiots.
I'm grouping. I hate to group you in with me, Kaz, but yeah, we were being kind of dumb on it. But so if we knew how to play this like right from the get-go, I think, because honestly, 40 or what was it, like an hour and 15 minutes, I'd say that's a pretty decent. That's a pretty decent time for a game like this, especially a strategic game. I feel bad saying it, but I hate when strategic games drag on, because I am not a strategic person. I don't like Fire Emblem. I never enjoyed that. Just games that take a long time. So having a very quick, I guess I wouldn't call it quick. An hour and 15 minutes is still a decent chunk of time, but it's not so long that it drags on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. And also with that, you guys were thrown into the roughest set of rules that we could offer you. So your learning process was a little bit lengthened just by confusion points that we haven't actually padded out. So once we pad those out, that'll be a little bit more streamlined. Once we have visuals in the rules, that'll help a lot as well. But you guys also, we weren't even there to help you. Usually when you play a new game, you have a friend who walks you through how to play. If we walked you through, I think you would have picked this up much quicker as well.
And not just picked it up, but the game, like, once you start understanding even base mechanics, the game goes very fast. Like,
the last half of this game was much quicker and smoother than like the first half, and you really felt it once you guys like started figuring out everything.
If I understood everything about the goblin's tactics, I would have been barraging his ass.
I don't know. You might have to do another round. See if you actually would win.
No. He said he's not playing the woodwinds.
I know. I walked into that.
Funny man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
thank you
no,
again for coming
thank you
out and
guys.
playing. That was
Yes.
No problem.
super
Thank you
helpful.
for having us. I quite enjoyed that. Again, next week I'd be more than happy to help you play test again. I'm actually
Yeah.
kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah. We're
Oh yeah.
yep, that's what we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, with that, I don't have anything to play test, so I'm good for the night. I know Stu's
here.
gonna be headed off, so I guess we'll just call it a night, and we'll see each other next week.
Yep. Later, guys. Thanks again.
Later.
Oh. Well.
Wow.